Okay, we'd like to call to order the March 7, 2017 meeting of the Nassau County Interim Finance Authority. There are some members absent, but we do have 4 members, so it does constitute a quorum. So I think we are able to continue and move forward on the various items on the agenda. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of January 5th.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the minutes carry. Next item is for the selection of a consultant and the delegation of authority to enter into contract to employ a budget operations consultant and take related actions. Jerry, do you want to speak on this?
Yes. As you may be aware, in January we issued an RFP which was returnable in February. And what we asked for in the RFP were consultants who could review Nassau County's budget and the multi-year financial plan in order to make recommendations on operation or structural changes with the goal of yielding immediate savings for the county. So in response to that RFP and that request, we got back 9 responses. A team of 4 people from NIFA read and graded all the responses. And to be honest with you, they all seemed highly qualified. As a matter of fact, of the 9 respondents, we found 8 of them to be qualified. But we found 2 that were particularly interesting, and we interviewed those 2 on Friday. And we hope to have a contract with one of those entities in the very near future. So we're asking for permission to enter into a contract with that particular entity, one of the 8 that are listed here. But if we're unable to enter into a contract with that first person, we would ask that you give the chairman the right to have us negotiate with one of the other 8 parties to enter into a contract. Likewise, if the party we hire isn't able to finish the task, we're asking that you give the chairman the authority to pick from one of the additional people on the list to finish the tasks which we had hired the original consultant for. If that makes sense.
I'll move the resolution.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Okay, next item on the agenda would be the consideration of the county contract for the Nassau County Bar Association.
Yes, it's for $7.3 million for a signed council defender plan to provide mandated legal representation for the indigent. This is the same amount as the 2016 contract, and it's funded from OMB operating funds.
Fixed or not, or up to not to exceed? The actual could vary?
I have it as a fixed amount.
That's fixed. The other one,
they would have to come back.
There's another one for legal aid that's got a cap, right?
We had the Legal Society.
Legal Aid Society.
Yeah.
And theirs, I know it's different every year. They had a cap, but the actuals varied based on how many hours the attorney spent.
Yeah, I mean, it's if it exceeds the amount that we approved here, they have to come back.
Okay. I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is consideration of county contract for CG3PL Engineering.
Yes, this one is for approximately $5.6 million to provide program management services for 3 projects, the 4th and 8th precinct station houses and the Barnes Avenue pump station. And this is funded with capital funds that will need NIFA authorization.
So my only question on this is, since I'm in the 8th precinct and drive by the old building and the new one on a regular basis, it seems like it's almost, the shell is up. It's been undergoing construction for a while. Has this work been ongoing for a while, or is this a new phase? Or have they been working for free?
Well, this is the program management. It's not the actual work that's being done.
Right.
And we do have somebody from Public Works if you need additional information, or from OMB.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm Chris Nolan from the Office of Management Budget. The work that is being performed by CG3PL Engineering is both project management and also grant management. I think your question was, sir,
Did they start before the contract?
the contract is dated as of September 1st. CG3PL had been our program manager and grant manager prior to that. And so because the construction work had already been started, and they had been conducting the same type of work prior to the end date of the previous contract, they were willing to continue to work at risk while the contract was moving through.
So it's continuation work, it wasn't,
It's continuation work. They're still doing.
Any other questions? There are none. I entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The next item is consideration of county contract for Elder Traffic Signal Contracting Corp.
Yes, this one is for $6 million, and it's for traffic signal construction and modification throughout the county, funded with capital funds that will also need authorization.
prospective?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay, the
Aye.
motion.
That's the only four.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Motion carries. Actually, three, but not even four. Okay, next item is a consideration of the county contract for Hink Electrical Contractors.
Yes, this contract is for approximately $7 million, so it is a little over $7 million to upgrade the data supervisory control and data acquisition system to remotely monitor and control pump stations, and it is funded with capital funds requiring, so the capital projects are always approved. It's the actual borrowing that has to come before NIFA.
And will that be a sewer and stormwater borrowing issue or general fund, do you think? Because it's pump stations.
Capital
We know.
funds,
General capital? Not, trying to think of, because we get Fed reimbursement.
I didn't print the whole
Okay.
thing, so I'm not sure if it's
The source might be reimbursed. Is the source
CCSW
reimbursable?
or the usual
Is this, yeah.
ICPW.
I think we have a comment from county people in the audience.
Christian, Nassau County DPW, just that it is a sewer and stormwater project under that borrowing, not a general capital project.
So it would be sewer and stormwater?
Yeah.
That would make sense, okay. Yeah. I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, motion carries. Next one is consideration of county contract for Newco Painting Corp.
Yep, this one is for approximately $6 million for painting and rehabilitation of Glen Curtis Boulevard and Charles Lindbergh Boulevard bridges over Meadowbrook State Parkway. They do have 80% federal funding and 20% capital funds. The capital portion will have to be submitted for authorization.
Do we know what portion of this is capital eligible? I would assume the painting itself is not in itself capital, but what? Do we have like a bond council or some sort of opinion that this is capital eligible?
It's more than just painting. It's a whole host of things, including some structural repair. It is all capital eligible.
Should I go home a different way tonight?
No, the bridges are not yet at a stage where there's any kind of limitations on them.
Okay.
If we fail to do this work, then there will be limitations placed on the weight of the bridges.
What's their current rating? Do you know?
I'm not an engineer, so I can't answer that. I do know that they're okay now. We just want to make sure they stay that way.
We just have to verify that we have certification that this is the portion that's capital eligible.
Yeah, they have signed off on that on the NIFA.
The
form.
controller as well?
Yes, correct.
The borrowing is not before us at this point.
Right,
Right,
I understand that. Right.
It does pickle it if we approve the contract and don't approve the borrow. I'll move the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Move to adjourn.
Second?
okay, we'll do it. Yep. I don't vote.